I do for work. Okay. I have 14 years of cross-functional experience working on multiple projects across Africa, across the Middle East, across Europe. I have worked and lived all across these 3 continents in my 14 years of work experience. I'm currently in the United Kingdom and missed things I believe that I missed. I'm a curious being. Obsessively, I would say that I'm obsessively optimistic. I'm a lover, sister, friend, mother, mentor, and above all, I'm a child of God. First, things that I like. I like to travel, so I travel across 17 countries, worked across 3 regions, and I'm a Nigerian, as you probably guessed. And yes, I'm a Nigerian. I love good food, my country, and then God. So that's a bit about just me. So now going ahead to this session today, I just did a bit of, I deliberately removed it from the slideshow because I want to see the Discord, because I need to make myself one sec to just put my child out. Itself. Better position ourselves as professionals to be able to get value from to be able to get value from the market, either as a labor market, and to be able to attract more opportunities for ourselves. That's the goal. I believe that's the end goal, not just having a fancy LinkedIn, not having a well to put together CV. The goal, I believe, is to be able to use those as tools and then be able to harness whatever opportunity we are looking to harness at any stage we are in our lives. So to do that, the first thing I would always like to talk about is that you are who you think that you are. And because everything, either you want to get a better job, either you want to just start out, either you want to move industry, whatever you want to do at the beginning of it all is how you see yourself, is what you have, is what you think in your mind that you can attract. And that's the tool. First of all, I like to say, as a man thinketh, so he is, and you need to first of all think the way you want, for the things you want to attract. And that's winning or losing. First of all, begin in the mind. Either is LinkedIn, whatever, to all of those CV, LinkedIn, Indeed, whatever thing, you will see them as tools. That's what they have. They are not the means, they are not the end to the means. They're just tools that will take you to where you want to go. So that's the first thing I want us to lay that foundation in this call. So, and then now speaking about a CV, why should my CV top the top for me? I always say that your CV is that number one. For me, the CV is the number one marketing tool of any professional. Your CV is that leverage that you have, because your CV is going to get into rooms that you might not, before you get there, your CV has gotten there, especially if you're actively in the labor market. So then why do you want to waste that chance of making sure that your CV creates a good impression for you? So I always say your CV is the first leg, first foot in the door. And then the second foot is then the interview, and how you do well with decide. Would let us know if they're going to shut the door on you inside or shut the door at you, throwing you out. So then I want you to, so the question I want you to ask yourself in this call is a silent question to yourself. The way I am like this with the CV that I currently have in my hand, is my current CV selling the best? You've done multiple trainings and with Oyindamola, I heard you say, you've done maybe real life experience, project trainings, you've been equipped, but have you transferred all of that into the resume, into the CV, that you expect to go out there and do the work and sell the best of you? I want you to take just 5 seconds to ask yourself that honest question and then think about it. You can put your answer in the comment section if you want. You can keep your answer to yourself. So, but ask yourself that question. Your CV must be the tool that sells you, that shows that you're the best person. Your CV must tell me they are the best person for the job opportunity that you're going for, the job opportunity that you're looking to get. So whatever experience, big or small, must make sure that it you conveyed rightly on your resume. So I'm going to continue this conversation on how I expect CV to be, what is the key of the CV, and then how I expect it to look like, and it's not complicated. Anybody can do it. So in the job market, your CV, like I said, is the first thing that says, hi, this is going. Your CV has to say that, and it has to say it in a concise, and very captivating way, which is also not going to overwhelm the reader. Again, you need to understand that recruiters, hiring managers, and I know you've heard it before, nobody's going to spend 5 minutes analyzing your resume at the beginning, until they will do that probably when CV captures their attention and they're sort of, they want to go into what is now in the details of their CV. At the beginning, they are reviewing, they are looking at hundreds of it, and they're just going to breeze through. Let that breeze, let things call their attention. And those are the things. So your CV must be an embodiment of what are your skills, what are your competencies, and what's the value that you carry. What's the value? People make a mistake, and sometimes on your CV, on people's CV, you see them listing responsibilities. No, your CV should be a embodiment of the value. I suppose saying, oh, responsibilities, I suppose saying, oh, probably I'm going to maybe a product designer to say, oh, I design screens, I know how to use Figma. Why not talk about the value that the screen that you design brings to the organization, that visual, that UI UX that it brings, and that it allows your users are saying that, oh, they are attracted to the app, or they are attracted to the web, or they are attracted to your product because of the UI UX that's there, and that sort of combated maybe a 15%, 20% of more clients. That's the value. Not because you can do nice screens, it's because of that value that it brings to your organization that you work. So that's from the angle that I want you to say. So there's an analogy that I always say, that anytime you're reading your resume, you should think of it from a point of and so. So allow you to say like and so, like if you're Nigerian, means and so, like so, and so what? So that what is the value that you must make sure that you add to your resume to be able to stand out. Because again, there is a competition is stiff, and 1,000,001 people are probably applying for that job that you are applying, maybe not a million, but a couple of hundreds of people applying for that job. What's going to make you stand out? What's going to get you? And your CV is the one that gets your foot in the door for any opportunity in the career space. So that one I'm going to now speak about. I know that. So I would like to say that there is no one size fits all, and there's no, this is a CV template, take it, this is the template of the world. But what I can tell you, there's nothing like that, because different countries, until when I lived in the United Arab Emirates, I will have swore that putting a picture on a CV, they know no. But it's a very, very normal nuances in the Middle East. People put the picture on their CV. So that's why I always say there is no one size fits all, but there is something that we call the universal template, which means you cannot be wrong with this type of template. Even if you go to a region whereby they put picture, they put graphic, they put whatever they like, you cannot be wrong following like a universally accepted template. And that's what we're going to build on. And then I have a sample somewhere that I'm going to show you guys. You can take a screenshot if you rightly want. So talking about it, at the beginning of your resume, the building blocks of any CV, any standard CV, you will have your contact details, which will include your name, your address, your phone number, and I say professional email and your LinkedIn profile link. And when I say professional email, it doesn't have to be like Oyin at use VampAI or Oyin at Bekomola. It's just to be able to say that it could be Ossi@gmail.com, Oyin.Ossi@yahoo.com, not baby girl Oyin pretty bottom 125@discord.com. I mean, there's no fact and add like
sorry, Oyin. Oyin, can you hear me? Your slides are not moving. It's still on as a man thinketh, so he's yeah. Yeah, great. Thank you.
So now he's never seen it.
Yes.
Okay. He must be a Discord talker.
I guess. Yes, it's clear now. Yes, yes. Yeah.
Is it in the slideshow now? But at least you can see the building blocks.
Yes, it is. It's, yeah.
Right. And yes, I've already spoken about different things. And we are still at here, God. Can you guys see my screen moving now, at least? Is it moving now?
Yes, 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 it's moving. It's moving. It's moving now. Yeah.
I just wanted to show you some of the things I was saying. I was speaking them from the slide. Okay, so back to the building blocks of a standard. I said, just to make sure that at the beginning of your resume, you will have your name, your address, phone number, professional email. Like I said, it doesn't have to be at an organization. What I just mean professional email, it could be like oyin.ossi@gmail, not oyin bottom 125@gmail, because again, there is nobody has said it's not illegal to do, but you want to show that you're a professional, you know your stuff. Sometimes perception is everything. They've not spoken to you, but they perceive you in a way. You don't want them to perceive you as you're not serious. And obviously then your LinkedIn profile, the link, so that when they click, they can go onto your LinkedIn and see more stuff about you. And when I say your address, please, there's no need for you to put exactly your number 5, said whatever, 47 lane, and then putting just the area you live, either is Milton Keynes, either you live in London, that area is just better. Some people will just want to United Kingdom because there are some roles that even though they know there are some roles that will open up, they'll first of all in their head say, oh, we just want somebody in London. But later on, when they say good candidate, they probably live in Manchester, they could then decide, okay, we could then turn this role to an hybrid. You don't make some room. So the goal is your CV, like I said, it's not the goal in itself, but you want to make sure your CV is really speaking the language that's going to make you like that candidate that's going to at least be considered for that opportunity. So anything that's going to sort of eliminate you, you want to make sure that you'll be a bit neutral in your resume. So your address, and why I don't even say don't put your house number is because your CV goes everywhere. We're in the world of the internet age now where things fly. So you just want to make sure that your address is not all out there. You protect yourself. And then you put a concise summary of which is like the professional summary of what you've been, what's your experience make up that. And there's another another block where you put your relevant skills and competencies. We do this because it allows you to really use that for keywords. So that's how I would recommend that. And then you do your list of achievements. What I'm making sure that what we always make sure, and believe me, we have recorded a huge number, an enormous level of results, people landing jobs following this template. Because what your page 1 is doing is the recruiter or the hiring team, they're looking at your resume, they are seeing the summary of your professional experience, they're seeing your skills in one line, and they're seeing your achievement. I know people don't really do that because your achievement, what you've done, your previous role is what is going to tell me what you can do. And then, so you put your achievements on one line, and that's just talking about the value you bring to the past organization. And then you're talking about your past experience, and then you are ending it with your academic qualification and the trainings and certification you earn, and you're just finishing it up with that. And then why does it matter? Obviously, you said that, and then you need to make sure that you use concise font. Don't use italics or romance at the beginning, and at the end you are using Quebec. Just make sure that everything just is easy and pleasing to read, and it's just a very decent document. It doesn't have to be done by a specialist. It just has to be decently looked, and everything is aligned. Texts, bullet points. We are using bullet points, a particular type. Everything is the same. We are not doing things differently, and all the fonts, everything is formatted, and it's just really visually engaging and appealing. And then I have given you some sort of template just so you see what this is a visual representation of what we just said. And what we've also done here, I have left some key achievements in terms of how you could start, starting with some very keywords. Say you spread, you give tangible examples with numbers, with figures, with percentage. You guided the leadership team. Things that you do that brings value, not responsibility. Nobody cares about responsibility. We care about the value that you brought to your past organization. That's what's going to tell me what you're going to do for us in the future. And then what you... I'm
sorry, did you say you changed your slide? You're showing us something.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes,
okay, now it's showing now. It's showing now.
I'm doing it manually, it's fine.
All right.
I changed my slide. I was showing I put a screen like a what do you call, like a screen grab of
Okay.
a template of a recipe.
Yeah, yeah.
Just showing how it should look like. Based on what I said here.
Yeah, it's showing
Just
now.
what I said here, like a visual representation of that.
Yeah.
Say when we talk about your name, your address, LinkedIn, email. Make another thing that I didn't mention that we do is we then put your profession, like if you're a digital marketer, you can put digital marketing and what you do. Like we put that just again for keywords and to just stand out. So you put like your profession, you're a digital marketing expert, and then you can say, we do that, you can do 3 of that. You're a digital marketing expert, you are SEO, you know how to use SEO, just put SEO, you can, if you are now a digital analyst, you put it, or you just put your field and you try to explain it with your current role, and then you can put one skills that you have. For example, if you're a Scrum Master, servant leader, agile methodology, expert, just that things that word that makes sense in your industry, just try to use it. And then you put the summary, your skills and the key achievement, you put that, and then you can then put your organization, start to explain your professional experience. And like I said, you start present verbs to really showcase what you've done. That's very important to tell us what you've done in terms of value, not in terms of responsibility. And then you put your education and what the school you went to, and then your technical skills, you can want to explain that. So moving on very quickly, I've already mentioned it a couple of times, you need to sell your value, not the responsibility. So shift from really listing, mirroring the JD, but make sure that even if you are doing it, you do it from a value standpoint, how you have brought value into that organization or how you bring value. And if you have not worked for any organization, even if it's volunteering, how you brought value, and now you tend to bring value. And you can, and if you are transiting, how your skills, probably you are in customer care and you want to move to customer experience, or you want to come from customer care and you want to move into product. What's transferable skill? You can explain it. I always say there's nothing that's not explainable. And it doesn't matter that you are changing direction. It's how you explain it. And how you confidently can do it in the CV. You can show how you are then able to talk about it in interviews and how you are able to defend what you put in on your CV. So it's all about building your powerful story. I like what you've done with quantifiable metrics, showing how what you've done. So because again, your CV, if you always remember that my CV is that first impression, is that thing that goes forward. And before they can even decide to talk to me, you want to make sure that you are really putting your best foot forward. So what I plan to do is at the end, if there's anybody that doesn't mind to be at the hot seat and you want to share your resume for us to do a simple workshop, I'm happy to go through it and give feedback. And it's always interesting sometimes to use real life CV and to really give value. So if there's anybody, we could do that. So I want to quickly then sort of touch on the LinkedIn part. So why LinkedIn matters. I know you must have heard it a 1 million and one time that, oh, LinkedIn. And I know some people feel like it's it can be overwhelming. And some people feel like, I don't have people, everybody is always talking like big grammar. They're just always coming, on LinkedIn, everybody's always successful. Everybody's always coming to share good news. But don't let all of that sort of be a barrier for you to go on LinkedIn and share your story. Understand that when I say why LinkedIn matters, I'm going to show you 2 examples. LinkedIn is the largest professional social network with 1 billion people. Do you know what is 1 billion people? How many jobs can you do in your lifetime? How many people can you really connect with? We're talking about 1 billion people. So it means that LinkedIn, there's something on LinkedIn for everybody. And another thing that makes LinkedIn such a powerful tool is that 4 out of 5 people on LinkedIn, they hold decision-making roles. Like you are always going to find really high-level senior stakeholders on LinkedIn. And guess what? Even though it might not feel like it, they are always willing to listen and they are always willing to support. I know not everyone, but if you keep pushing, you will find that one person that listens to you. I know this is a link, this is a CV and is a CV and a LinkedIn workshop. But I just want to say that sometimes when you apply for a job, the difference between either you're going to even get a chance to interview or not is that after you apply for that job, did you go on LinkedIn? And then the details of the recruiter that put that job is there. Did you even go to reach out and say, oh, I just applied for this your role. Just wanted to highlight or spotlight or touchlight my profile to you. This is this. Please check it out. I'll be happy to interview for this role and show you more of the value I can bring to the table. That message will take you 2 minutes. It will take you 5 minutes to write, and it will take you 1 minute to send. Less than 10 minutes, you have sort of separate yourself from the masses. These are things that people don't take advantage of, and believe me, people that know it, and they use it. So quickly moving on now. Some people will say, how can I separate my LinkedIn profile from my CV? Understand that LinkedIn is like a professional network, and the dynamics are kind of different. It has a broad audience of recruiters, employer. So you can also use there is a multimedia content support. So you can use videos, presentation, whilst you might not be able to do that on your CV. You can put all of those, your graphics, especially people that are in the creative space, like product folks, designer, you want to show all your project, you can put that on. There's a slide store on LinkedIn where you can put all of that. You can put links where your portfolio is on LinkedIn, and you can connect, make it fun for yourself, join groups, join discussion. There are always webinars, always things to listen on. You can also, because once you do that and you're commenting, you are learning, and then you're also expanding your network. You realize that from those sort of shorts, there are even audio webinars on LinkedIn. You see that as you are probably chiming in, people are knowing you, the more your profile is going. And before you know it, people sometimes work with people that they know, that they've seen. You will see that you're getting influential in the bubble or in the circle that you want to be. And then another thing that you need to know is LinkedIn is one of the places where you put your digital identity. Like, is your place for digital professional identity, how you want them to see you. If you want to put your profile picture on LinkedIn and you put the one that you're in I know some people do it and I just shake my head. The one that you are in a wedding and you cut people off. Hope you guys are seeing the next screen. And you cut people off to put yourself. People look at those profile picture and they cringe out. It doesn't even have to be like you went to a studio, but sitting down and just really taking a nice shot of yourself and just looking. Again, the goal is not to waste time or waste money, but you just want to look as professional as possible, as decent, as presentable as possible. So it doesn't take you anything to have a decent shot with a professional attire, good lighting, clear background, just really putting yourself out there. There's nothing wrong. And you also have another chance to again showcase yourself, because there's a cover image, like a branded cover image at the back of your profile picture where you can put anything you like. Your best quotes, your tagline, what you are. You can put, I'm using product a lot. You could put anything regarding, if you're a product person. I don't know if you're a product. Yeah, I just like to use product. So if you're a product person, you could put, depending on the side that you are, if you're a technical product person or if you're a commercial or if you're a broad product person, you could put anything that just showcase that what you are. Different keywords, digital marketing strategies, financial analysis. No, those words, you make sure that, and when you see that, then you had it with like an impactful statement, like driving results through innovative solutions. Just make sure you put that after you put the title, because people find, and why is that people use those sort of keywords to find their next buyer, to find the next person they want to connect with. And opportunities are not just only about jobs, they're different things. And you know that the profile section is really divided into different parts. So you need to highlight your accomplishment, like I said, not just responsibility. Make sure you're leveraging make sure you're leveraging the verbs, the action verbs. Make sure you're just using that. And there's also featured content on LinkedIn. So whatever you post something that you feel like resonates with people, you can link it. You can put the link to your website, to your project, to your publication. Like, see LinkedIn as your playing field. You are a good researcher. You help people to research. You can put the link to all those your thought leaders research. People want to read it. You'll be shocked that people come to your profile and they want to soak your world in, to be able to know who you are. They want to really do that. They want to soak your word in. They want to showcase, use video presentation. Feel free to really use all those tools for yourself. And then there's a place for the professional experience on LinkedIn, and there's a place for the education skills award. Now there's even volunteer things you think that, nobody cares. People do care. So I like you to really like highlight and showcase that. And moving on very quickly, sometimes there, you know that there's a LinkedIn Premium, which 30 days is always free. So if I'm someone on this call and I am really looking out to change my career or really looking out to learn my next role, I will do the LinkedIn Premium free for 30 days and I will use all of their in-message. I'll make sure that I really leverage all those free tools, the analytics. You'll see who view your profile, from which industry. You can track how people are viewing your profile. You can, those are things that I will leverage to understand what I'm attracting and how I should position myself. So really, you need to sort of make sure that make LinkedIn work for you, not the other way around. I know there's a lot, somebody was doing the analysis of the just human profile on LinkedIn, and they said that I think only 2% of the, 3% of LinkedIn users are really creating content on LinkedIn and really leveraging LinkedIn. I know the usage of LinkedIn has improved now because it just seems like everybody just woke up and it's really nice, and there's still a space for you. There's always going to be a space for you. So you need to leverage, because LinkedIn, you need to leverage when you build like plus 500 connections, it doesn't show other people the number of the connections you have anymore. It just shows 500 if you are not using the creator mode, because creator mode shows. So it's your chance to make sure that you're building robust network. So start to make sure you can get at least 500 if you are just starting out, so that just shows 500 plus, and you don't feel like, oh, people are going to say that I don't have a lot of followers. It doesn't matter how LinkedIn do, but you can just make sure that you get that and you engage. You can engage. LinkedIn is a place where you see a CEO and you can engage directly with them by engaging on their posts, sending them DMs. It's such a, the results of LinkedIn is such enormous, and it's such that you can see it with your eyes, how your profile is going, how you are getting, and it depends on what you're looking for at this time. I always tell people you need to also set a goal for LinkedIn so that you are not just carried away with all the noise. Are you there to look for a job? Are you there to make connections? What are you there for? So because there's so many things happening on LinkedIn, so you can focus on what is your focus and you can get the best of it. Do you want to be a thought leader? Do you just want to be on LinkedIn to collaborate with other people in your field, to share ideas, to share notes? It can happen for you on LinkedIn. Or you're LinkedIn just to be going to networking event, seeing which event is happening, or you're there to just join all those conversations in all those groups to expand your influence. Anything you want, you can get. I can tell you that. So in conclusion, because I'm 1 minute over the time, in conclusion, I just really wanted to add that no matter, you see, what you pour into yourself there's no brainer, is what is going to come out. And I want to encourage you that take the time to pour in the right thing into yourself, and it comes from making sure that your CVs showcase the value that, because coming here onto this call is you pouring into yourself. Being part of the Oyindamola community is you pouring into yourself. So please make sure that all of those pouring in, they show in how you position on your CV, how you position on your LinkedIn, because for us, I always say that people make things happen for people, and people use who they know, who they see. There's no point you spending time to invest in yourself, because you guys are already doing that and not really showcasing your value. That's where that showcasing your value comes in. You're doing a disservice to yourself if you are just pouring it and you're not showing. We are in a show and tell world. So as you are pouring into yourself, please show us. We want to see. Show it to us, tell it to us, and then obviously network strategically based on what you want. Set goals for yourself and network strategically, and then you need to stay engaged. Like I said, you need to take action. Whatever tool you want to use, either it's LinkedIn, either it's Twitter, whatever thing that you want, what fits your current season or current lifestyle. Make sure you're doing it strategically and make sure you're showcasing your value. For me, that's the most important. If you don't take anything from this workshop, the moment you take that, you need to showcase your value. You will sort of go down to how you showcase yourself on your resume, how you showcase yourself on LinkedIn, and how you showcase yourself even in communities, even in relationships and everywhere else. You will just see that you are just, as far as you are just making sure that you're all for value. You are all for value driven. Everything you will show in everything you do. So, and that brings me to the end of my presentation today. So thank you for having me. If you feel interested in connecting with me, my name is Oyindamola Ossi on Instagram, and my business is use VampAI on Instagram. My LinkedIn is my name, Oyindamola Ossi. The business is Vamp. My email is there. Our website, you can get an app. So what I will encourage you to do is, because again, Vamp, we're in the business of helping you stand out in the job market. So in terms of your CV, prep for interview, that's our core, that's one of our core pillar. And then we are also helping talent like you match with businesses, so you can update your profile. So get on Vamp. It's for free it's for free to open your profile. It's when you want to use the resources like your CV that you pay for it. But getting on your profile is for free. And if you match, for example, if you are in the education design space and we get a request, either short term or long term, for someone with that skill set, you will be able to match automatically with the job, either you want to do your CV or not. Then either you do your CV or not becomes how you then are going to, how the organization will, if they will be able to see, if they will be able to shortlist you or not, that's another conversation. To get on VAMP, register yourself, put your profile on there, make sure your profile is very well detailed, it's very well done, so that when employer comes, you can match correctly with the right person. So I say thank you. I'm happy to take questions. If there's anyone that wants to share their resume for us, a mini go through, I'm happy to do that as well. So thank you so much. I'm happy to take questions.
Wow, thank you so much, Oyi. Yeah, you can see the love is buzzing in the chat for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
Please, can you share the link to Vamp in the comment section now so that people can go in there? So guys, you heard it. There's free. I think it's CV optimization that you said is free.
Yes. Thank you, Ayo.
So guys, let's take hold of this opportunity for to audit your CV. Is there anyone that wants to audit their CV right now? Or you will be able to give you good feedback on what is okay or not okay with your CV. Is there anyone? So you said, I remember you gave that.
I think Ayo wants to share you.
Okay, 1 second, please. So for what Oyi has graciously offered us today is we can get 8% off to unlimited access for your CV building, interview prep, and cover letter, CV matching against job description at 80% off, which means instead of paying the full price, you're getting 20%, you're paying only 20%, right? Or is that what it means? Yes. And there's some. Yeah, great. And then there's something again that you said is free. There's CV scoring that is free for you.
The CV scoring is free.
CV scoring is free. So go on usevampai.com now. CV scoring is free. I'm going to add it here. Okay, you want to share the link to your CV? Okay, that's fine if that's what you.
Yeah,
are you wants to apply
right now?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right then. So I'm going to stop sharing so that your CV is not in case there's any what's it called? There's any feedback that you won't like people to hear, I'm going to stop, recording for now.
Yeah, maybe you can stop the recording.
Okay, so the website it's in the link now, in the chat now, usevampai.com. Remember, CV scoring is free, and if you want to have the opportunity to do the following, which I'll type in here. So 80% off means you pay just 20%, okay, which is just about £3. And I know at times we're always looking for free, we want to get only free things, but £3 is so small for you to get value, so much value for CV building, interview prep, cover letters, and CV matching against job description. So please, let's take hold of this opportunity. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna pause.
Okay. So I think that Ayo sent his resume to let me just quickly look at it. I can click it and it will.
Okay.
It will take me out of this card.
Okay, let me see if I can share it instead.
Okay.
Are you able to just like have it in PDF format? Okay, I can see it as well. Okay, let me see if I can show.
Or if you can share it so that other people can use it.
Yes. I'll try and do that now.
Show your screen so other people can also. It can be a good learning.
Okay. All right. Ayo, do you mind if it's part of the recording? I'm going to share the page now. It's on Google. Okay, great. So because of our time, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Great.
I don't see your own screen yet. I don't see your screen yet.
Okay, yeah, that's it. So can you see it now? It's there now. It's showing now. Okay, it said it doesn't mind, so I would
Okay. And even said it would give you a moment to
yeah.
Join this PDF.
So it's on this.
It doesn't matter.
It's on the screen now. I would just. So do you want to look at it and give us the feedback?
Yes, I will.
All right.
Yes, I'm just going to look at it from what I shared earlier, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, so it's being displayed on the screen here now. So if it's easier to move around your own and then you give the feedback.
So I can't see.
You can't see, you may have to click on, as you can see different people's pictures, you see.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it now.
Okay, great. Great.
It's faster. So looks like Ayo is document watching. So Ayo, if you can see now, for example, now, after you put your Lagos, Nigeria, I like the fact that Lagos, Nigeria, nobody wants to know if you are Father or Victoria Land. So I like your email address, good, phone number is good. But what you can do with your phone number is it depends if you are looking at if you are applying for global jobs, you might want to put like +234. Yeah. So if you are applying for global jobs, so that it just anybody that wants to call you know that they have to do +234. Again, the goal of your resume is to make sure that you're not leaving any opportunity hanging. So you do your +234 if that's one of the things you're using the CV to apply for. I like that your LinkedIn is just like a link good. And another thing you can do, I already see that you are a learning and development specialist. So you could do like that three block that we did on that I showed you to say, okay, so it will be learning and development specialist. That would be one. So then the next one can be development expert. I want to give you a learning and development. So another one can be not in that block, in another line. Another one can then be expert in LMS systems, or if you can, that can be it. Or because you also design curriculum, I think that's like programs. You can put that beside it because L&D and programs are sometimes they cross. You can put that just so if you apply for a job and they are looking for programs, you don't leave yourself, you don't cut yourself short. So then you already put your professional summary, highly, there's no need to say as a highly, so you can just say highly skilled and accomplished. There's no need to say as a highly skilled and accomplished learning and development specialist. You need to tell me, you are saying, what is your years of experience? I need to know if you are with maybe 4, 5 plus, 10 plus, whatever it is, experience, because you have to tell me. I want to see, and if it's 5, because it's ongoing, just put plus, crafted impactful learning journeys that drive engagement, retention, and business results by what percent? Or that drives, you tell me that drives engagement. If you know what you can do, you can just take notes instead of you doing it so that you don't miss anything. So you craft impactful learning journeys. I'm happy to hear that drives engagement, retention, and business results. But you didn't tell me what business result by. You want some business result by $1 million, $500 million, or by 15%. You need to tell me by what. I want to know remember the value. I'm happy that you've told me your responsibility, but I want to see the value. So that will push that further. You can tell me what value it is, by which percent, or by monetary value. So proving track record of successful collaboration with stakeholders, subject matter experts, and learners. Here you can tell me successful collaboration with multiple stakeholders. Subject, is it like subject matter expert? Do you want to put the number? Or if not, if you don't want to put those numbers, you can put at least an learners. Is it like an 8,000 plus learners? So at least give me some numbers in one of. If you don't want to give me the stakeholder in number in stakeholder, you don't want to tell me in subject, tell me in the learners. So I design and develop tailored capacity building. So tell me the number you have designed. Have you designed 100 plus tailored capacity development program? I want to see the number of the tailored. So tell me the numbers. You've designed how many? You've designed 100 plus capacity development programs that exceed learning objective by what percentage? You're telling me as exceed learning objective by which percentage? So those are things I want to know. I want it to be able, measures. Let it be measurable. Yes, I like what you're doing. The way you're putting it is good. So it has to be measurable. Leveraging my expertise in instructional design model. I like this, including Adi. You're telling me now the tools that you're working with, Abby. I like it. Technology sort of. I like it. And learning elements. There are different elements. So how many elements have you been able to work with? I've worked with. You don't want to tell me the name of the elements. So you want to, and learning elements, like which one? They are different. Do you want to mention the one? The way you tell me this ID now, I want to. It's good so that people know, because at the end of the day, you're not going to be for everybody, which is good. But when you do this, people that you want to be for, they will know. For example, now in HR now you can say, oh, you work with Workday, worked with Dalio. People want to know. People, they'll say, good. You work with this. People want to know. So you have to mention it. And another thing is, when you say that you worked with, for example, in HR, you say you work with Workday, you work with this. People know that she has worked with Workday. It means she can work with this. So it's not to disqualify, it's to amplify. If you're saying you work with Workday, it means if you can work with Workday, it means that you can work with. When they can work with Workday, it means you can work with this, because all of these tools, they are not different. You just really be proud in what you've done. Like I said, toot your horn, be proud in what you've done. I like the way you put your core competencies. I love it. It's nothing to talk about. I like the way you highlight your skills. I like it as well. But it will be good if you just it's a bit too wordy, because their skills. I should be reading it. So if you can make it less word, so that they can just dump it. Now, if you put elements like Decabo, talent elements, I like what you do, but I have to spend time to see all these things you get, because it's the skills. Don't forget about the words.
No.
The comma, talent, you put it forward. You cast it forward, and getting a feedback. So, and then if you still want to do stories, you can now put them later. So even proficient in collaborating, you can put collaborating with cross-functioning team. There's no need to to conduct needs assessment to identify learning needs. For me, I would say conduct need assessment to identify learning gaps, because there are, first of all, gaps. Because why we are learning is because we have identified that there are some gaps. So learning gaps, objective and target content as informing 90% of training initiative. Okay. Collaborated with other team members to develop. How many team members? Collaborated with 10 plus team members, develop and implemented an internal LMS using the Moodle platform. I like that. To manage to manage employees. You can tell me to manage 100 employees learning experience. When you tell me the number, I say, so it let me see your level to that. This guy is not small in this thing. So you allow me to see how, and you can amplify the number a bit, but it just allows me to see collaborated with stakeholders to analyze learning needs, resulting in. So I want to know the type of stakeholder. Are you collaborating with senior stakeholders, or are you collaborating with multiple stakeholders or cross-functional stakeholders? I want to see the stakeholder, or collaborating with stakeholders in cross-functional department or unit, because you want to show me that you are like, your skill set are diverse. I can do training modules for different people. You want to show me that. Develop tailored instructional strategies, align with organizational goals, and increase cost reduction by, develop tailored instructional strategies, align with organizational goals, and increase cost, by 30%. You told me the percentage. Implement virtual learning programs. You can tell me how many virtual learning programs. You can tell me I've implemented 200 virtual learning programs across, you can tell me over 18 months, over 24 months. You also allow them to see, okay, 200 over 24 months. 200, if that's, I'm just giving numbers, it doesn't have to be exactly, they will see, okay. Develop, create storyboard for 20 plus. You can see now, this one you told me, for 20 plus courses and course content, but you didn't tell me now the value. You can say create storyboard for 20, which results in what? What is the value? Which results in, is it that your learners improve the learning capacity, or does it improve how, because it's like, I don't know, I'm thinking that created storyboard, and maybe are they like bite-size learning content? I'm just saying, does it that mean that because of the bite-size learning, it allows your learners to learn faster or improve their learning capacity? What has it done for your learner? Develop training content for 100 plus learner. Here you told me now. Articulate the good. Collaborated with subject matter experts and content experts, create interactive e-learning content, increasing cross enrollment. Here you've told me this. Leverage learning needs analysis to create customized solution, ensure 100% learners engagement. No, it's not ensure. When you say ensure means that it's saying that you're telling me that you derived. That's your result. That derive 80% learners engagement. To ensure means that ensuring. I will ensure you didn't tell me that you have done it all. So this is the leverage learning needs analysis to create customized solution. Then instead of you ensuring, you are telling me that you need to tell me that you have you're deriving 80% learners engagement year on year. You see that is more. I'm deriving. That's not. You are telling me that this is what you are doing. Not ensure means that I will ensure, Sha. You have not finished it. And is it year on year? You need to tell me. Consulted on instrumental design solution, ensuring 90% learning objective achieved. Again, you are ensuring, so you need to tweak that to just, you need to see, what I'm saying is you need to start from a position of power, from a position of confidence. And that's why you need to put what aligns with what you've done that you can defend. So you are speaking from a position of, I'm an authority in this. I don't know L&G. You're the one that knows this. You are telling me this is what you've done, and in interview, you will now go and back it up with story. That one is another ball game. Created training materials, including 10 plus books. Simulation exercise. How many? You can tell me the simulation exercise now. 100 simulation exercise and maybe 15 instructor guide. Tell me. Don't be afraid to tell me. Develop structural scope and sequences for 15 plus learning stakeholder to ensure learning needs. And another thing you need to do, if you see that you have used collaborated in a place, you can use in another place. You can look at what's the synonym of collaborated. So you can use another thing. You can use another thing to denote it in case you see that you collaborated a lot. There are different things you can use to say that you can even say that you can use the word that you orchestrated, you orchestrated, you spearheaded, or you directed senior stakeholder. You can, and you also need to look. Sometimes this is too long because I don't know the number your CV will now be. You see this, or this your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 12. You can make it to 7, but make it now powerful. There are 7 powerful points that people will say, So you already get it. You can already use that for the rest. You have done, your CV looks like you know your stuff. So just make it, add that power because you've done this learning coordinator, you've worked in STEM. So you can even put it on, because I'm saying you work in STEM. The beginning here, you can even say STEM program designer. Like, nobody is going to sell you like you. You are a STEM program designer. Put it. Because I see that you did something there. You can put it. It's not easy to design curriculum for people in STEM. It's not easy. It's a rare skill set. Be proud of it. STEM Academy, you can put it. You can put it at the beginning. STEM Academy is the company. Learning for the later, so but you are doing it. So you design learning programs for the STEM ecosystem. You can even put it on your LinkedIn. That will be your story. Like after you put what you're doing, designing STEM curriculum that has attracted 5 million kinikon for the STEM ecosystem. Know your trumpet. No, I'm not the one that will play for you. I hope with this viewpoint of mine, you get it. Are you?
Yes, I agree. Thank you very much, and we'll appreciate your feedback.
Wow. That's amazing.
So, yeah. And I know that's also going to other people going to see value from it. So
yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Oh, looks like my page is frozen. Right there. So what am I doing then? Can you hear me?